Hey guys, welcome back to Frogboy X-Wing Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I want to talk about something that is kind of starting to, now that we're getting into next-gen games for Xbox and stuff, it's kind of making me think again, back on a video that I made probably like really early in my YouTube thing about Xbox Series S, and I want to reiterate that right now. I do have an Xbox Series S. I've seen this thing pull off some amazing feats that a lot of people didn't even think were possible. I know the Xbox Series S is capable. I know that it can do things. But I also feel like it does have the potential to hold certain things back. Now, Redfall launching with a 30 FPS cap at launch, I can't help but think that the Series S is potentially holding that game back. We heard somebody in the community, hit me up this morning today, and it got me thinking. We had Baldur's Gate being not even being announced for Xbox yet because they said it's simply not in a place that they can that they can get it running the way they would like to get it running on this particular console. So that got me thinking again, to reiterate on that. I still believe that Xbox should have allowed this generation to be split. Not a whole bunch, but at least split, for developers to be like, "Hey man, we want to make a next gen game for Xbox that's compatible, with PlayStation 5 and being able to use the full functionality of the Xbox Series X to really drive this particular game." We've tried everything we can to get it to run on the Xbox Series S, but we just can't do it. And allow them developers to be able to go ahead and make an Xbox Series X game. I feel confident that they could do this because of the fact that if you are on an Xbox Series S, that you'll have that ability to stream that game, but having access to a solid internet connection might not be feasible for a lot of people out there, and that does make sense for Microsoft to try to push for that. And at this point in time, yes, Xbox should have made the Xbox Series S more of a competitor for Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo platform, what they're bringing out. Allow games to be made, that will run amazingly on the Series S, but still be able to stream some of them games, some of them harder, some of them heavier games that are going to be a lot more, that are going to be a lot harder to stream on the capability, or that would be a lot harder to play natively on the Series S with the current capabilities that the console has. I'm not saying that the Series S isn't capable, and I'm sure with enough work, developers should be able to get a lot of this stuff up and running. But as it sits right now, we're seeing a lot of things that are making it seem like the Xbox Series X is being held back. And that's true. I mean, you've got a lot of companies that are pretty much foregoing the Xbox Series S in order to make games on the PlayStation 5. And when you see stuff like Redfall, first party Xbox developers saying that, "Hey man, we're not going to be able to have a 60 FPS ready at launch," that really does kind of make you think like, "Hey man, maybe Microsoft kind of jumped the gun a little bit. Maybe their intentions were good at the beginning of this generation." And most of us can see that. Like, the Xbox Series S is a beast. I love this console. I love what it does. I'm very surprised most of the time, but those were cross-gen games, man. We've been getting a lot of cross-gen games, and at the end of the day, Microsoft has to ask themselves this simple question: do they neuter the whole Xbox generation in order to drag this thing along, or do they split the generation right now and be like, "All right, okay guys, we understand we screwed up with the way we built the Series S. We might have cut a few corners that we didn't really foresee. There's stuff that came up that we wasn't able to foresee with our design for this thing, and then find a way to help people that bought a Series S trade it in on the Series X. If they do it through Microsoft, go ahead and send in their Series X. Get a $300 credit towards the Series X or something like that. That's the only way that I can really see them salvaging this at this point, man. If this is really, if games like Redfall and Baldur's Gate and stuff like this is really a bottleneck for the Series S, they need to fix this generation as early as possible and allow the Series S to be in its own little market, man. Like, they've got Rare, they've got a bunch of other developers that could literally build content for Series S. They can funnel money that way. They can build this out. They can build it out as a my first Xbox platform, something, kind of akin to what the Nintendo Switch does. Cater to them. Cater to that younger market of gamers. I don't see nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I don't. Even with the way things sit right now, if Xbox was to pivot and be like, hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and we've heard you guys, we want to make things right. We're gonna go ahead and pivot Series S to a kid-friendly market and split the generation a little bit, I mean, like, yeah, any developer that wants to continue to make games for the Series S, heck yeah, do it. Do it. If your game can run, and I do think that Microsoft should tell developers, hey man, if your game will run on Series S, you need to make it on the Series S too. Like that, we need to support this platform. And they do. They need to invest money in there. I mean, the Xbox Series S can stream anything from the cloud, so it's a perfect, Game Pass machine. There's enough content that would be playable on Series S to justify, like hey man, if you guys want to play like some of the other heavier, harder games to run on your Series X, or on the Xbox platform, yeah, you're going to need to upgrade to a Series X. But as it sits right now, I do think that Microsoft will be 100% justified in splitting the generation. Had taken the Series S more toward the kid market. I know that's going to make some people a little bit upset, but come on, man. In the sake of gaming, like if the Xbox Series S is creating a bottleneck for next gen games, man, why punish the whole generation and hold the whole generation back to be able to for what? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if the Series S is creating the problem, yes, go ahead and split the generation. I'm pretty sure that people would understand that. I feel like this is something that they could really turn around and market the Series S in a different way for a different set of fans. Xbox first party games, yeah, should still definitely come to it, whether you have to stream them or not. But I don't know, man. I don't know. That it got me thinking today. I am feeling a little bit like, yeah, dude, they should probably change this before it's too late. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Like I said, I made a video about this a very long time ago. Nobody watched it, but let's see if it gains some traction now. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.